Sorry about that. A little stand here I guess is melted from the heat. It made my phone fell down. Probably should shift it a little bit better. There's like a spider in here with me. Hope that stays on there a little better. Okay. Catching my tail. Hey, what's up, Lewis? What's up, Onyx Dynamo? Catch one for me, I sure will. Hey, what's up, Blistering Barnacles? Thanks for coming in. Today we're kind of fishing for whatever bites, but we were catching crappie the last couple of days, but we'll see what we catch today. Oh yeah, that'll be coming soon, Peter. So come back in here if you want to donate, buddy. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just got monetized last week, so once I get some more information plugged into YouTube, I'll be able to have a donation button on here. So what's up, Chaos? Thanks for coming in. It's a nice day out here, Jay. You guys can see I'm in a t-shirt, so it's like 73 degrees out here today, which is going to be always going to be the rest of the week. So a little bit warmer some days. Huh. What's the temperature up there? It's crazy. It's like sometimes it's warmer here than it is in Florida, especially over the summer. It's 81, dang. It's quite a bit warmer up there. That's good. You say you're from Minnesota or something, I think? correct me if I'm wrong. Minnesota. Oh, that was awesome. I don't know how that happened. Huh. Bass on. I was snagged up and it somehow came away with a fish on it. Let's go. Let's go. Got him. Wish I knew what I was doing to catch that fish, but all right. I think we're back to catching bass and not crappie. Not that I mind catching crappie, I like catching crappie, but a little pink swim bait. Yes, sir, buddy. Hey, what's up, Carpenter? Lake Superior. What kind of fish are in Superior? Smallmouth bass and all that good stuff? Fluke? Probably was, but I'll take it. What's up, Anthony? He's coming in. But even stuff like that, you got to pay attention to. I mean, that could have been like a reaction strike. I may have to move my bait a little bit faster, give it a couple more aggressive pops or something. Because I was snagged. You know, I was burning it right back, trying to burn it through the pad so it wouldn't get snagged up. So maybe that's the ticket. Maybe that's how they want it today, is quicker pace, a little more erratic. On the prop. But that was a fish. Quite a few species in the lake. Like trout. Oh, nice. All the species I haven't caught before, so I'll come up there and fish with you. What's up, Landon? Thanks for coming in. I guess I'm curious if I'm gonna catch any crappie today. Watch that be the only bass I catch today. The wind's gonna take me back. This thing's twisted 3 ways to Sunday. Oh, I think I put it through it. That's weird. Alright. This way. There we go. Popping a big carp back there. Or turtles on the log, maybe sunbathing. Okay. Oh man. Sorry about that. It's so warm out here. My mount for my phone is melting. Tell you, let me get some water up here. Maybe it'll keep it cool and stop from. All right, maybe that'll stick better now. Also, that being said, if my live goes down, it's probably because my phone overheated. So if if I lose you guys, I'll be back on here as soon as my phone cools back down. But I'm not saying that's gonna happen. But pretty good. How are you? All right, let's go. Went a little bit strong today. Well, maybe we'll keep the motor running on low and see about it. Oh, something just came after it. I don't know what that was, but it came after it. May have been a crappie. Interesting. A little slow. Yeah, something went after it. I brought it past those pads. Might have been a crappie, like I said. Those pads here. Let's go ahead and check the comments. Check the Cheddarisky. Oh, hey Danny, what's up, buddy? Tight lines, thank you. Thanks for coming in. It's good to see your name in here. Make sure to like and subscribe, people. Thanks, Danny. Hey, there he is. What's up, Junior? Hey, I've seen you in here a while. If you ask me how it's going pretty good. This is just a kayak. This is just an Old Town 10.5 foot kayak. So, but super stable, and I got a motor that came with it, so it's not quite a boat, but it's definitely a motorized watercraft. And it's super stable. I can stand up in it, you know. Let's get out these pads. Why is it taking so long? Crescent Ultralight, gonna upgrade to maybe CK1. Oh, nice. That'd be awesome, Onyx. And still in the hotel, been rough lately. Okay, how is... Hope things get better for you, Junior. Sorry to hear what's going on. Any Bigfoot sightings? Not here, but there is a. But when I go down to a river this summer, I like to fish down in Missouri. Missouri's Bigfoot. They call him. They call it Momo the Monster, and all the cabins down there on that river, some of them have like a cutout of Bigfoot. So I guess it's supposed to be Bigfoot sightings down there. So we'll see if one comes across my kayak this summer. But we'll see. I could have sworn I heard some Bigfoots knocking on the trees last year, but who knows. Maybe I'll be the first person to get a decent video of one. I sure wore shorts today. It's so warm out here. I'm about to take my boots off. Get my feet cool. Had to cut some grass today, so I got my steel toe work boots on, but that's probably a bad choice. This is definitely a type of bait, they end up catching a couple of species on. Already caught one small bass. See if they want. Oops. Pushed away from the bank. The breeze is nice though. It's supposed to cloud up this afternoon later on, so that may feel nice. Definitely expecting to catch him right off the pads here again today, but we'll see. Let me get up into these pads here and I'll check the chat. Let me get, here comes the clouds. Big old cloud right there. Take my sunnies off. Let's check the chat. Caught my PB trout last week, 8.5 pounds. Awesome, congratulations. What's up, Antonio? Thanks for coming in. Oh, nice. What's up, man? What's up, Mustang lover? Thanks for coming in, everybody. Let's get back out there. Oh, that was a fish, darn it. Probably a crappie. Came out and ate it on slack line. Alright, share out the live, guys. Thank you. Hello from Romania. Thanks for coming in, Pop. Hang on, guys. I gotta check something real quick. Hang on. Tap that screen. Goat meat. Greatest of all time. Alright. Yeah, I'm bass fishing. I usually target bass, but last couple days the crappie have been biting better. A couple days ago I caught like 22 crappie. Yesterday I caught like 14 crappie. So if we're catching fish, there's not bass. Caught a couple of bass yesterday. Caught one today. So there's some big old bass in here. So we may be able to hook into one today. I'm gonna throw this little pink swim bait around. for right now. And then I'll probably put on my big swim bait, see if I can't pick up a couple big post spawn bass. No pike around here. There's muskie though. There's muskie. Sorry about that. Let's just go up a little bit farther. Might be one of those pocket. Might be a bluegill in here too. Let's see. Yeah, I'll show you my bait. It's usually a fake plastic type of bait, but I'll reel it back and show it to you. So this is just a, today I just got a little bitty, not a little bitty, a little pink paddle tail swim bait on here with a 1/10 ounce jig head threaded onto it. So and later on we're going to put on this big boy, this cold shad swim bait. So you can't pick up a couple post spawn bass. So we'll see. Double tap their screen, just like Junior says. Double tap, please. Double tap if you like what you see. Made me think about subscribing. I'd appreciate it. Kind of calm right here. Not too windy. That's what it says. Okay. Oh, I'm about to get snagged. Hey, what's up, Corey White? I'm not sure what you're saying, but fishing 2 pikes, my friend, 2 max 60 centimeters. I'm not sure how long that is. I'm from America, so we don't use a metric system, but I guess that's pretty big, huh? Congratulations to your buddy. Fish on. Fish on. Went down to look at the chat. I must have let my bait drop just for a split second. Hammered it. It might be a crappie. Yeah, it's a crappie. It's the old pappy crappie. Get on up here, boy. I was wondering if you were going to show up today, my man. He wanted all of that, didn't he? Yes, sir. He wanted all of that bait. A little crappie, speck, whatever you call it. See you later, buddy. What you're fishing for, Uncle? Oh, I'm fishing for today pretty much, I guess, crappie and bass. 24-inch Precedence. Okay, that's a nice size one then, I would imagine. Yep, I'm just fishing for crappie, bass, pretty much whatever bites. So, but like I said, when I get down to the end here, I'll probably tie on a swim bait, throw it around, see if I can't pick up a couple of nice sized bass in the 3 to 5 pound range. They're not going to be as big as they were a couple months ago. They're going to be post spawn. They're going to be a little bit skinnier, a little bit lighter in the weight and the belly. He hammered that on the fall, so I'll have to let my bait fall for a couple more seconds than I have been doing, I guess. I actually paid attention. Oh, that might have been another one. I know again. Let's throw it in there and see what happens. So I snagged a lily pad. And, I guess that's the weak point in my bait is the line just broke. Let's go over here and see if maybe we can see it. One thing about breaking off the lily pads, you can at least see your bait sometimes and get it back. I gotta worry about snakes or alligators in here. Alright, I guess we're gonna take this time to tie on a new bait. And I need to tie on a new leader. I don't know if you guys are gonna sit here and watch me do that or not. It might be boring, but I'm gonna. Hang on a second. I gotta do something real quick. Hang on a second. Pick up my big cast. I haven't used my big cast in a few days. Alright. The old purple shad. Looks like outside the package, just a high definition shad pattern. So throw this on here and get out there. Moisten the knot, tighten her down. As always, gotta put a little scent on there. Gotta dab it up with some shad scent. Right across the head. I may not catch a lot on this, but we're gonna catch a nice sized one. So. Hey, what's up, Crazy K? He's coming in. Alright, I haven't checked the big bait out for a while. We're just gonna slow roll this bad boy. Maybe give a couple of kind of part some darting action to it as well. And if we don't get anything, I guess we'll go ahead and tie on another leader. Try on one of my smaller baits. Matter of fact, while we're just sitting here, let me go ahead and tie on a new leader. Usually I run 10 or 15 pound braid on my spinning setup, and then I'll run a liter of fluorocarbon from the top of the reel to about the third or fourth guide down on my rod. So saves fluorocarbon that way. Then all I gotta do is just replace the liter of fluorocarbon. I've been using 12 pound out here. It's just some K9 stuff I got, or I guess my buddy got it in his little a variety pack, whatever those brands are, the Monster Bass thing is. But so I've just been testing it out. It's pretty good fluorocarbon. He's tying Alberto knot if I'm tying two lines together. So that's pretty gnarly. Put that off. We're just going to make a loop with the fluorocarbon, and we're going to run the braid up through it. And then pull out 6-8 inches of braid, or however much, well, probably less than that, however much you think you're going to need to wrap. So you just take it and you wrap it down 7 times, and you're going to wrap it back up 7 times, and then just put it back through the loop that you made. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then you just pinch the other end. Hang on a second. Yeah, you're pinching the one end. I used to switch and pinch the other end that you just got done wrapping down. Into another 7 wraps down that way. And one more should do it. Like I said, then you went up through the loop. Now you're gonna go down through the loop, and you grab all 4 ends of the 2 tag ends, the 2 main lines, and then you just pull down real hard. Make sure that it's super duper cinched down so it doesn't come loose later on. So once you get it all 4 pulled, and go ahead and just grab the 2 main lines and just cinch it down even more than that. Just really get on it. Okay. And then you end up with just a real sleek knot. You guys probably can't even see that on here. It's right here. Just a real sleek knot. So, like I said, the main thing for that is, for doing that, just the fluorocarbon's not cheap and it doesn't really behave well on a spinning reel. So save you some money and some headache, you can just, you know, just tie on a liter of fluorocarbon to your braid. And then just cut the 2 tag ends down to your preference. Maybe one day I'll do a video on how to tie it. You guys can see it a little bit better, but for right now we're on the water. I like to get back out there. Okay, perfect. Now you just reel up the fluorocarbon until, like I said, for me, I like to reel it up till it's right above the reel here on the, you know, and then like the 4th guide down. So there we go. And then we'll go ahead and pull down to about the 4th guide or so. We'll cut it. Now we got enough here to tie a knot. Go ahead and wheel up wind up the fluorocarbon, put it back in the box. What's up, Admiral? Admiral Kirk, my biggest fan, is coming back in today, buddy. What's up, Skipjack? How's your day going, Cindy? Killer day, bro. Yes, sir, Steve. The knot you have tied with braid. The knot you have tied. Oh, I'm not sure what you're asking, Steve. Are you asking what the knot I tied for my braid and fluorocarbon? Oh. Tanner, what's up? Do you do any fly fishing off the yak? Not yet. Maybe one day, though. I need to buy me a fly rod pretty quick. That's going to be one of my next purchases, I guess. Fly rod, and maybe get me a bigger setup for muskie. Work done. Got a nap. Now try and motivate. I hear that. I got home yesterday and passed out in the recliner. Jump in a pond, I'll donate. The water's a little bit too chilly to be doing that right now. It's still probably in the 60s only. So. The knot you had tied with braid. Huh. I'm not sure you're still there or not, Steve, but I'm not sure what you were asking about the knot. I was tying an Alberto knot, you know, to marry my braid to my fluorocarbon. There. All right, got away from the bank. Let's go back over there. All right, thanks for the sub. I appreciate that, QTJ. Hope to see you back in here. Some of the best luck I've had is on fly rods. Yeah, I know a lot of guys they take their fly rods out to the salt water and they'll fish for even tarpon and bonefish and stuff out there on the salt. But I think it'd be cool to get a fly rod and go out to a mountain stream or something, a little picturesque scenery, and try to catch some brook trout or something. You say he jumping? Oh. Heck, for the right price, I'll go jump into the spring-fed river. It's like 50 degrees. But that's one I like to take with me. I like to take a dry bag for warm, you know, keep my warm clothes and dry clothes in there in case they ever do fall in the water. I don't have it out here with me because the water's, lake out here is pretty small. I can get back to the bank and get it out and dry off, no problem. But if I go to the river, I always take my dry bag. Come to Lake Superior and jump in. Okay, sure. Although it sounds like it'd be a pretty good day though. He says 81 degrees up there. So today would be the day to do it. That lake is never warm. Sounds like Max's heart. Never warm. Always cold. Just kidding. Superior's always chilly. Chilly Willy. What do I want to tie on this? Nothing? Maybe I'll tie on one of those gobies. Where are those at? There they are. Should at least go ahead and tie on a jig head, I guess, just so I'm prepared. I put them back in here. I'll try to keep the, especially the Z-Man baits, I like to keep the packaging that comes with it. I don't have one more jig head in here, I guess I don't. Interesting. Let's go ahead and tie this on. Sorry, it's really deep too. Isn't there like a cryptic creature or something they say is in Superior? Maybe it's America's Loch Ness Monster they're talking about. But I thought I heard that there's some kind of creature that they say is in Lake Superior. Like America's Loch Ness Monster. Alright, there we go. So it's got their tractor out. I need glasses here sometime soon. Can't see. There we go, that's what I wanted. Grab that. Yeah, that's about right. Huh. Maybe look it up, Chaos. Maybe it's Lake Erie or something. I thought there was, I know there's what's that lake in Alabama? Oh, the Coosa River, or not Lake River, Coosa River. They say there's some kind of monster creature in that river too. That's not very big though. That's right, Steve. Go ahead and grab this. I'll just throw this on for right now. Catch a more small bass crappie. I managed to snag me a shad yesterday somehow. That thing was stinky. The Great Lakes are cool. Ever seen Superior, Michigan? Oh, I see. I'd like to do some smallmouth fishing up there in Michigan. Lake Michigan it is. That'd be fun. Got rigged perfectly. Stress again. There we go. Much better. I think black jeans were a bad choice today. Really baking my legs. Alright, let's check something real quick on. Let's turn around and bright eyes. Every now and then I fall apart. Let's put the old shaderoonies back on. fish on. Let's go. All right, number 3. Probably feels cold. Water must still be pretty chilly. Number 3. Put it back over here. Once I get back here, I'll put my battery pack on. Got some boogers on there. Just check here. Used to live by Michigan. Oh, yep. So thanks for coming in, Eugenius. I think it's a play on words there. Eugenius. His name is Eugene, and he's a genius. All right. Can't catch another one. almost filled back here. Get that power. Woodsy and stuff like Wisconsin. What's up, Raphael? Thanks for coming in. Good day to you too, Raphael. I think I'll pick up my swim bait now. We'll float down the other side and see if we can't pick up a couple of nice bass. But this swim bait picks up small bass too, so it's not like I don't catch quantity on it. I catch quantity and quality on this swim bait. fish on and off. Might have been a little bitty bluegill or something. Go back up in there, see what happens. Maybe it'll come back. Remember, I haven't read those books. Pads grew back fast. Oh yeah, they're real tall. Especially back of that canal where that pipe's at. That I went through that one day. They're real tall. I'm going live tonight. All right, take your time. I'll be here. Whoops. But I was about to say, I bet there's a fish right over here in this. There's some moss up against the bank, and there's some shade right here. I wouldn't be surprised there's something sitting here. Maybe some itty bitty bluegill or something over here. On the grass. Fish on. Might be a bluegill the way it's fighting. Kind of vibrant. If it is, it's a dandy bluegill. Oh my lord, it's a monster. Ah! Just kidding. It's a big bluegill though. It's a nice one for sure. That make a good sandwich. Let's go. Got that, oh man, got that pretty blue markings on it too. You can see it right in the sun. Hence the name bluegill. Okay. Trying to get it good. Come here, buddy. I'm gonna let you go. You're not going in the pan. You're not going in the pan, buddy. There you go. I can't even see. Don't put you back in the water, buddy. See you later. The old trifecta. All right. Nice gill. Thanks, cool kitty cat. Fish the edge of the pads. That's where the drop off is. Oh, that's what I've been doing. That's about all I can do anyway. Is fish the drop off. Oh. Ty's Line Brother. Thanks, Charles. Thanks, Fishing and Hunting. comes the clouds. Gotta make sure my rod's on the right side. Usually I keep my rod on the opposing side of the bank, but I've been casting over on my right, so I'm gonna bring it out over here. Try to keep my rod out of the trees best I can. Yes. Not sure what I want to do, if I want to keep throwing this or I want to throw my swim bait. What's up, Rude? How's your day going? Rude MTZ. Let's go. Yes, sir. Let's go. You're killing with that giant thing. Oh. Oh man. Wait until I catch a bass the same size as a swim bait. And if you want to throw it now, Steve, I got pictures of bass I caught on this bait that just like the exact same length as the bait almost. And the thing of it is actually one size bigger than this. This is the 6-inch size. And they make an 8-inch size, which is like twice as big. I won't buy that one. I don't got a rod heavy enough to throw that one. We'll throw this around, see what happens. If you can't get a big post-spawn bass to grab a hold of it. That's insane. If I was going to like some of those South Cali lakes or those South Texas lakes that have those, you know, those Mondo bass in them, I'd probably pick one up and throw it. You don't always need a big bait to catch a big bass. I caught a 5-pounder last year on a little bitty 3-inch hellgrammite bait, and my biggest bass this year, that 7-pounder, I caught on a little 5-inch swim bait, a little paddle tail, and I think my 6 3/4 bass was on a chatterbait, I think. So you don't always need a big bait to catch them. But pretty good out here on it, so I just kind of have a lot of confidence in throwing it. Matter of fact, on my channel, my highest watched short, I think it's the one that's like an instant strike or whatever. That was on a swim bait, this same bait. For some reason, I just clobber this bait out here. There's a lot of big shad out here. I pulled some big shad out of some basses, throats or gullets or whatever, you know, before. Just led me to buy our biggest swim bait because the shad I was pulling out of their mouths were bigger than my bait, so figured I might as well buy a bigger one. But some of those are big, expensive. Wendy's. Bluegill. Yep, that's what I caught, Onyx. Thanks for coming in. Or I think you've already been in here. What do you want to fight, 12 bluegill or a 3-pound bass? I don't know, man. Bluegill pound for pound are pretty hard fighters. If bluegill got as big as a bass did, it'd be a great fish to catch. They're tenacious. That's why they breed for hybrids. I used to fish a pond when I was younger. It had a hybrid bluegill in it. So what they would do is they would take a male bluegill, which is super aggressive, and they'd breed it with a female green sunfish, like real big. So I was catching so you'll have a fish that grows big and is aggressive. Man, those hybrids, they went from like up on my forearm down to my middle finger or whatever. I used to consistently catch 1-pound hybrids down there at that pond. Just big old bluegill hybrids, sunfish, whatever you want to call them. And they have shoulders. Cracked out smallmouth. Oh yeah. I'll be going after smallmouth sometime here soon. Figure something. I may have to maybe give me a little campsite or something by the river and go down there one weekend or something, and before it gets too hot out. That's a warmouth. The warmouth is I looked up, I thought warmouth was a hybrid too. I looked it up the other day, and they're their own species. I used to think they were a crossbreed too. I'll look it up again. I caught a warmouth out here. I don't know how many lives ago that was, but I got it on my thumbnail. But also, I'll be catching some Ozark bass or rock bass. I think Ozark bass, you only can catch them down there in the certain rivers in Missouri, but rock bass or goggle eye, if you want to call them that, down there. Catching those alongside smallmouth. It's like a palm tree behind me almost. I love the click of a bait caster. What's up, Tegan P? What have I caught? I think I've caught one of each species. I caught a crappie, I caught a bluegill, and I caught a bass. So the bluegill was pretty big. Had a real nice bluegill sent to it. So it was pretty. Now we're just trying to catch bass. I had a little bitty bait on. I'll show you what it looks like. Show you what I was using to catch all three of those species. Just a little. It's supposed to be a goby, you know, like a goby type creature, but I think it's like around here probably mimics a bullfrog tadpole. So you catch a lot of fish on that. A lot of different fish. But we're kind of after a bigger bass right now, so we'll give it a whirl, see if we can't get it. Drive us through the rolling pass. Nice, thank you. You ever see those reels, Steve, with the, I think Shimano makes them, you know, they have that real, like, mechanical noise to them when they cast. Well, I'm glad somebody likes the click of a bait caster. I feel like it's annoying when I keep casting like that. Like people are getting annoyed. What are you throwing on the bait caster? I'll show you. Alright, so this is what I'm throwing, Tegan. Just a big old swim bait. This is the brand Berkeley Coal Shad. You can see the power bait coal shad on there. It might be backwards on the screen, but I saw a lot of nice bass out here on it. So and now it's post spawn most likely around here. So I'm sure those big females are probably either already or getting ready to look for something to munch on after they recouped from the spawn. Glasses back on. None of that though. The water's has cleared up immensely. I think with all this rain, the water. I first started fishing out here this year. The water was real murky, or real stained. Now I can see my bait real well in the water. So that the swim bait may look a lot. Well, that's pretty clear. About as clear as you want it. There's the shade. a second. We're not exactly out in the wind, so it's not pushing me down very quickly. Darn it. There we go. Yes, fish on. Fish on. Let's go. It's for you, Steve. Because he's not a very big one. Yeah. Let's go. All right. Let's compare this guy's mouth to this bait. So there's his mouth. Don't start to die. And here's the swim bait. So I mean, this barely fits in there. He's a hungry lad, or maybe a post spawner. They love that fit. They love that bait. Let's go. This guy in Raymond. Raymond, my biggest fan. All right. I was wrapping the pads. I don't know. That weed eater ain't doing much. I don't know how many times I've had boats drive by and still caught bass. Baby storm rat. 38 ounces, that's pretty heavy. Yeah. Bluegill, bass, and crappie. Oh no, he's just cutting his backyard, no worries. Not trying to get upset by anybody. I don't know how many times I've had boats fly by me on the river after they've flown past. I've caught a couple nice smallmouth, so I don't get too ate up about people, you know, making a lot of noise or nothing. Nothing else. It's just more about, you know, safety. Oh, it's a barking spider. More about safety and fishing etiquette, I guess. I don't know. I'm not trying to get all bent out of shape over stuff like that. Even when the Karens come out and tell me to fish by their dock. And smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.